Hello, buckle up for a chilling journey into one of Singapore's most shocking mysteries. A case that gripped the nation and left countless hearts shattered. Today, we're diving into the haunting disappearance of an 8-year-old girl, a tragedy that sparked a massive search effort and unearthed a truth so brutal it stunned the world. When the dust settled, thousands mourned her loss, bringing candy she loved to her funeral, while others, astonishingly, rallied behind her killer. What happened? What's the real story? Let's rewind to 2004 and unravel the details of this unforgettable case step by step. Singapore, once hailed as one of Asia's 4 dragons, is renowned as one of the safest countries on Earth. In 2018, it topped the Global Law and Order report by Gallup, a testament to the peace and happiness its citizens enjoy. With its flat coastal terrain, strolling along beaches or hiking has become a favorite pastime. Among the most popular spots are Bukit Timah and Mount Faber, Singapore's highest peaks at 164 meters and 106 meters, respectively. Mount Faber Park, nestled beside its namesake mountain, feels like stepping into a floral forest wonderland. Yet, beneath this picturesque beauty lies the dark truth of our story. Our central figure is Huang Na, a sweet, obedient 8-year-old born on September 26, 1996, into a humble farming family in Fujian province, China. Her childhood was far from idyllic. Her father had moved to Singapore to work before she was born, only to start another family there. After her parents divorced, Huang Na lived with her mother, Huang Xiaoying. Soon after, her mother remarried, giving Huang Na a stepfather and a half-sister on the way. In the early 2000s, Singapore relaxed its immigration policies, drawing talent and workers from abroad. In May 2003, Huang Xiaoying, hearing of Singapore's stellar education system, scraped together every penny to bring Huang Na there, despite their modest means. At just over 7, Huang Na enrolled in Jintai Primary School, a pricey institution at the time. To support them, Huang Xiaoying took a job managing a vegetable stall at the bustling Pasar Panjang wholesale market. The mother and daughter shared a tiny room above the stall. While Huang Xiaoying worked, Huang Na would play or nap on a small makeshift bed nearby. The wholesale market was a hive of activity, and Huang Na met countless faces daily. Her cheerful personality and bright smile won everyone over. Vendors and customers alike adored her. Despite their hardships, Huang Na never complained. Instead, she radiated joy and determination, often telling her mother she'd become a doctor one day to give her a better life. Time flew by, and soon it was September 27th, 2004, Huang Na's 8th birthday. That day, Huang Xiaoying packed her bags early, preparing for a 2-week trip back to China to care for her newborn daughter, Huang Na's half-sister. Huang Na couldn't join due to school, but wasn't fazed. Her mother would return soon. She was used to her mother's frequent trips between Fujian and Singapore, managing meals, school, and even baths on her own at the public bathroom. At 7, she'd even flown solo between the 2 places for summer breaks. Her independence and maturity, rare for a 2nd grader, earned her admiration from everyone around. This time, Huang Xiaoying left her with 100 Singapore dollars and entrusted her care to her roommate, Li Xiaoqin, for the 2 weeks. October 10th rolled around, a Sunday. At 1:30 p.m., Huang Na told Li Xiaoqin she wanted to call her mom. Since she was so self-reliant, Li trusted her to head to a nearby phone booth alone. Huang Na dialed her mother confidently. "Mom, when are you coming back? I need an English electronic dictionary and new shoes." On the other end, Huang Xiaoying explained she still had things to handle and urged Huang Na to look after herself, promising gifts upon her return. The call lasted 6 minutes. Hanging up reluctantly, neither knew it would be their last conversation. By 2:30 p.m., Huang Na hadn't returned. Li Xiaoqin grew uneasy. Calling shouldn't take that long. She rushed to the phone booth, but it was empty. She searched the market and school. No sign of Huang Na. Panic set in. By 10 p.m., after hours of fruitless searching with help from others, they called the police. Meanwhile, Huang Xiaoying got the devastating news in China and dropped everything to fly back to Singapore. The police sprang into action. Huang Na was last seen in a blue denim jacket, shorts with short, neat hair. Market vendors vouched for her and her mother's good nature. No enemies, no grudges. She knew the area like the back of her hand, so getting lost was unlikely. The police suspected foul play and zeroed in on the wholesale market. A lead soon emerged. Leng, a server at a coffee shop near the market's food court, saw Huang Na that afternoon, barefoot, in her blue jacket and shorts, passing by alone. When asked why no shoes, Huang Na just smiled politely and ran off. Others at the market recalled seeing her later with a man, a familiar face, Tuk Ling Hao, nicknamed Ahao, a 20-something packing worker known for being a bit slow but friendly with Huang Na. The police questioned him. Shocked by her disappearance, Tuk Ling Hao admitted meeting her on October 10th, giving her 2 mangoes and telling her to head home. His honest demeanor raised no red flags, so they let him go. 2 days later, Huang Xiaoying returned to Singapore. As the police investigated, she printed flyers, plastering them across the city, asking everyone she met if they'd seen her daughter. Convinced Huang Na was kidnapped or trapped, she searched tirelessly. Construction sites, ditches, everywhere, from dawn to dusk. Her niece dreamt Huang Na was locked on a mountain, prompting Huang Xiaoying to scour Bukit Timah and Mount Faber. The media caught wind, interviewing her as she clutched Huang Na's favorite toy and photo, her face etched with despair. The broadcast struck a chord nationwide. Singapore rallied. Citizens, business owners, retirees, taxi drivers, and more joined the search. A 60-year-old retired businessman offered a 10,000 SGD reward for leads, topped up by 5,000 SGD from 48-year-old Lu Tianshun. Volunteers flooded the scene, companies distributed flyers, and a design firm launched a website to track updates. Comfort Delgro, Singapore's biggest taxi company, enlisted its drivers. The effort spilled into Malaysia, where Johor taxi drivers and shops pitched in. Over 70,000 flyers circulated in days, but Huang Na seemed to have vanished. Then, a twist. Tuk Ling Hao, Huang Na's playmate, disappeared too. Police summoned him again. This time, he changed his story, claiming Huang Na was kidnapped by 3 or 4 men over her mother's market disputes. He said he could contact them, but needed to grab his phones from home and work. Under police watch, he retrieved them smoothly and was taken for a lie detector test. On the way, he complained of hunger. Since he was cooperating, the officers stopped at a roadside eatery. While eating, he asked to use the bathroom. Trusting his sincerity, they let him go alone. In a flash, he was gone, a glaring admission of guilt. A chase ensued, but he slipped away. A warrant was issued, yet he'd evaporated. The police dug into Tuk Ling Hao's past. Born December 16, 1981, in Penang, Malaysia, he was the second of 4 siblings. At 18, he moved to Singapore dreaming of success, but reality humbled him. He landed a packing job at a distribution center. He married a Chinese-Indonesian woman and had a son. When Huang Xiaoying arrived in Singapore, they briefly shared a home as colleagues. He bonded with Huang Na, who called him uncle, often taking her on motorbike rides or buying her snacks. Huang Xiaoying trusted him completely, making his suspect status unthinkable to her. Malaysian police contacted his family. His 52-year-old father, a food stall vendor, said Tuk Ling Hao called, denying the kidnapping and claiming he fled police pressure. His brother insisted he was too timid to commit such a crime. His wife relayed he was hiding in a forest, urging him to surrender. On October 30th, after 10 days on the run, he turned himself in Penang. Singapore police extradited him swiftly. He confessed escaping via a back door at the eatery, crossing into Malaysia through Woodlands checkpoint with a police pass despite no passport, then hiding with friends' help. He spoke to Malaysian media, expressing sympathy for Huang Xiaoying and denying guilt, saying, "I love Huang Na too. I have a kid of my own." The truth will come out. Convinced by his father, he surrendered, still denying he was the killer. At 10 a.m. on October 31st, Tuk Lung Hao led a 20-person team to Mount Faber Park, a short drive from the market. Pointing to a slope, he said, "She's here." After 30 minutes, a foul stench led them to a sealed cardboard box in dry bushes. 50 centimeters long, 40 centimeters wide, 30 centimeters high, taped shut, scratched up. Inside, wrapped in 9 plastic bags, was a girl's decomposing body. Though unrecognizable, Huang Xiaoying identified her by her black hair and slightly protruding teeth. DNA confirmed it was Huang Na, missing 3 weeks. Autopsy revealed death by acute suffocation, likely from something blocking her airways, with 5 wounds near her mouth from a hand, bruises on her temple, scalp, chin, and lips, and mango traces in her stomach. Why would Tuk Lung Hao brutally kill an innocent 8-year-old? Prosecutors charged him with murder. He claimed it was an accident. After a call, he took her to a storage room at the distribution center to play hide-and-seek and a tying game. He bound her hands and feet, turned off the lights, and left her to untie herself. Hearing a thud, he found her bleeding and convulsing, possibly from hitting a box. Recalling a movie scene, he struck her neck thrice with his hand to knock her out, then kicked her when she didn't wake. Realizing she wouldn't survive, he tore her clothes and touched her inappropriately to stage a molestation, deflecting suspicion from his clean record. Police found a storage room on the market's 15th floor, a large, curtained space for dry goods. Evidence included Huang Na's hair and blood, Tuk Lung Hao's saliva on a cigarette, his fingerprints on tape, and clothing fibers from both. The trial began November 11, 2005, at Singapore's High Court. Prosecutors presented 76 witnesses, evidence, and a 5-minute video of Tuk Lung Hao reenacting the crime on a dummy. They argued he lured her at 1:40 p.m., tied her up, assaulted her, suffocated her, beat her to ensure death, stuffed her into a box with 9 bags, sealed it, and dumped it at Mount Faber by 9 p.m. after borrowing a co-worker's motorbike. The case seemed airtight, but Tuk Lung Hao's defense, led by famed lawyer Subhas Anandan, fought back fiercely. Born in India, Anandan became a Singaporean legal titan, passionate about hopeless cases. He argued the autopsy couldn't prove Tuk Lung Hao directly caused her death. Tongue bruising and urine at the scene suggested choking or epilepsy, not murder. Decomposition obscured assault evidence, and there was no motive. They were friends. Psychiatrist Leng testified Tuk Lung Hao was schizophrenic, emotionally numb, delusional like his kidnapping tale, with an IQ of 76, borderline intellectually disabled. His family backed this, citing his odd laughter and screams. Prosecution psychiatrist Dr. Jane countered, an IQ of 76 wasn't disabled, 70 is the threshold, and Tuk Lung Hao had no mental health history. His behavior was consistent, his crime methodical, hiding the body, using police papers to flee, showing full awareness. Colleagues revealed he'd tied up girls before when annoyed, and he'd hit Huang Na in anger. She may have provoked him that day, alone and vulnerable. After heated debate, on August 27, 2005, the judge convicted him of murder, sentencing him to death by hanging. In January 2006, his appeal failed 2-1 at the Court of Appeal. 2 judges upheld the murder charge. 1 argued for grievous hurt. His family petitioned President S.R. Nathan for clemency, gathering 35,000 signatures in 4 months. Why the support? Rumors swirled about Huang Xiaoying's shady past. Divorcing Huang Qinglong after his 1999 affair, overstaying her visa, burning her fingerprints, and illegally re-entering Singapore with Huang Na via a smuggling ring for 8,000 SGD. Her second husband, Zheng Wenhai, had a record too. Post-trial, media claimed she built a lavish villa with the 126,000 SGD donated for Huang Na's funeral, sparking outrage and sympathy for Tuk Lung Hao. Some even suspected she killed Huang Na for insurance or framed Tuk Lung Hao. Most dismissed this. She was in China during the crime and sacrificed much for her daughter. Clemency was denied after 8 months. On November 3rd, 2006, Tuk Lung Hao was hanged at Changi Prison, aged 24, wearing new clothes from his family. Over 1,000 attended Huang Na's funeral, bringing her favorite candies, flowers, and Hello Kitty toys, her coffin adorned with stickers. Mourners passed her beloved market, playground, and school. Donations poured in to support her family. The case closed, but its echoes linger. Huang Xiu clarified the villa rumors. Donations funded Huang Na's grave, charity, and modest home repairs, her husband's inheritance, not luxury. She had 2 more kids by 2009, doting on them to avoid another tragedy. From a criminal psychology perspective, Leng Hao's actions reveal a chilling blend of impulsivity and calculation. His low IQ and possible emotional detachment suggest poor impulse control, yet his meticulous cover-up screams premeditation. Whether rage-driven or opportunistic, his lack of remorse aligns with antisocial traits. Not full schizophrenia, but a dangerous disconnect. Huang Na's trust in him, built over time, made her an easy target. This case underscores how even safe societies harbor unseen predators, exploiting familiarity to devastating effect. Thanks for joining me. See you in the next deep dive. Goodbye. ****